used to think the fish were boring because you cannot pet them, you cannot walk them, you cannot, call them or anything. When I go in my room, it's like my space to just dream and imagine things, create things.
What do you got going on in here?
This is my pleasure room.
Been a while since I brought you guys a fish room tour. That's exactly what we're doing today, but we're not doing it at my place. We're doing it at my buddy Jose's. Let's do it. So you and your wife just got back from vacation. I know you guys got a lot going on inside, but out here, these tubs, I was here a few months ago, and tell me what's going on here, man, because these like exploded.
Yeah, I just came back from vacation and nobody did anything with this. Like somebody was feeding my fish inside and everything, but this was just let go, Just nature took care of it. And then when I came back, like it's all crazy. It's like plants all over the place. It's like you gave me this dwarf lily.
That's
and I had like 4 leaves, and now it's just all over the place. You see
I've
inside,
never seen the lily get that big.
I haven't even checked. Like since I came back, I've been so busy. I haven't even checked.
It's the power of sun.
Yeah.
Now, have you done tubs out here before? This is your first summer?
No, this is my first time. Jeez. Yeah. And if you see, you can see the fish. There are some fish that I got from the lake. I don't know if you see them there.
Comes in. Do you know what species they are?
I believe they are mosquito fish, but I'm not sure. Yeah, right there. There you go. I don't even know. Maybe they have babies and stuff because I haven't even checked. Like this is, so you're recording now. This is the first time I actually go in. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get a bucket and just take the plants out and see what's inside.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it.
There's no filter. There's no.
No aeration.
No, nothing. Everything is just the filter and the aeration is just the plants.
And what's the bottom of this again?
It's dirt, like 1.5 inch of dirt.
Okay.
And then like 1 inch of sand, like pool filter sand.
No problems at all with the tub. I know when we did the DIY together, no issues with leaking or anything like that?
No.
Good to know.
See, like all this is coming from the same plant. And that's the one you gave me.
Oh,
I planted there.
yeah.
Oh, this is the one that...
That's from David, right?
David, yeah. I forgot about them.
The red one's nice.
Yeah. That's the Italian ball right there.
Oh, wow, look at that. Okay.
Oh, there's the mystery snail you gave me.
Oh, man.
Down there.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Do you know how many of the wild caught fish you put in here?
I put 7.
Okay, because I see at least 3 or 4. Oh, there's the platy. I saw the platy. Wonder how warm this water is. It's pretty warm.
Oh, we can test. You want
Yeah, let's just check it out just to see. I bet you it's definitely over 80.
Wow, it's saying 95.
95?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Look at that.
when I put my hand in there, it feels warmer than my hand, and obviously we're 86 right degrees. I don't know, so it's possible. It's crazy, but it's possible. And I mean, there's a bunch of fish in there. Snails, plants are crazy.
Look.
Oh wow, yeah. Look. So.
Wow. Just like Jurassic Park, life finds the way.
Life finds a way for sure, man. What do you say we go check out the stuff inside?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's go check out the stuff inside. So here we are here in your office / fish room / I don't know. Talk to me, man. What do you got going on in here?
This is my pleasure room.
This is your pleasure room. I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah, no, this is where I keep all my stuff. Like I make stickers and I make graphic design, so I have my equipment here. And then I have some of my fish here too, and my collections because I'm a big kid.
I love it, man.
Yeah. So I have all my wife calls them toys, I call them collectibles.
So let's start with the tank that you and I first met because of, and that's this tank right here on your desk, right?
Yeah.
Talk to me about this tank.
Well, I met you, I think it was through Craigslist.
Yeah, Craigslist or Letgo or OfferUp,
Yeah.
one of those. I know we all use all of them, so.
Yeah, I think it was Craigslist, and then I wrote to you about the trip because I really wanted some.
Yeah.
I really wanted shrimp for the longest time. So it was cool that you got back to me like a few weeks later, because I just didn't do it. I told you I was gonna set up the tank and then I was gonna call you to get the shrimp, but that never happened. And then you were like, "Hey, dude, do you still want the shrimp?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I haven't set the tank." And then I went anyways, and that's how we met. Like, I don't know, a few months ago.
That's perfect. Yeah, it's been like 3 or 4 months now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And now this shrimp tank has been doing awesome. If you remember, guys, correctly, I got a lot of inspiration from this tank. Jose came over to my place. He saw some of my tanks. Then he sent me some pictures of this tank. Then I got inspired. So it was really cool.
There's dwarf hatch, moss balls, and then I have these are dwarf Amazon swords, and then Italian balls on the back. I have all of those in my bigger tank, but then I just split them and put them here.
Yeah, your main tank is gorgeous, guys, by the way. If you think that this tank is kind of pretty and that Amazon sword is nice looking, wait till you see his gorgeous, main show tank. He's got a few tanks in here. We're going to get to that show tank, and it's awesome.
The funny thing about this tank is that I had an issue. I had a dragonfly lay eggs in it because it has no lid, so it was so easy for it. And I killed a few of them already, like I would say like 7 of them in the last few days. And then today I need to clean this. This is bad. But anyways, I was putting water, and I saw this guy right here. So it died while trying to escape or something. I don't know what he was trying to do.
That's crazy. I haven't had to deal with dragonfly nymphs before, but that's just another shrimp tank issue.
Well, I keep checking every day because sometimes they just come out of nowhere. They just appear. So every time I see them, I just take them out. Yeah, that shell I got it from Lake Apopka.
Okay, so you collected the shell in the wild, right?
Yeah, I go to the lake nearby and I get plants and I get different kind of things like that. Those floaters right there, those, I don't even know what they are. I got them from Lake Apopka. I just do a beach dip and then I just put them in and never have an issue with them.
So you got a few other tanks in this room, but before we get to those tanks, I know you got some experiments going on behind these curtains. Let's talk about that. What's behind door number 1? So last time I was here, you hooked me up with some plants from these jars you got going on here, and this is what I love. You can scoot in there, man. Talk to us about what you got going on. I love this. I love this brings back to us as being a kid. Got a bunch of jars and stuff, just playing around. What do you got going on?
Well, this is just, I wanted to see how things go, how they do here in the windowsill, because I've been watching some videos. So I have some Java moss, I have some Christmas moss. It's not doing so good, so I should do something about it. And then I have this, I don't even know how to pronounce it, so wasser tank?
So wasser tank, yeah.
Yeah, I have that. So I started with this one. I got it online, I think it was Reddit. And then I went to Java moss and then this one. And I didn't want to put them in my main tank because I didn't want for them to go crazy. And then I've read people that they keep them in jars like this and then they go crazy. They just keep growing and growing, and I said, oh, let's try it. Anyways, it's cheap, so I wanted to see that. This one looks really good. I like that one.
Yeah, so wasser tank looks awesome, man. The stuff I got from you is starting to grow a little bit, but I mean, if you guys know how long it takes to grow some wasser tank, this is a good amount of some wasser tank. It looks really healthy.
And this guy, I think it came with it because I got it, I put it in, I didn't see any snails, and now this guy, I just saw him. First time I see him. Surprise snail.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, and then here, this is just, I wanted to see how Salvinia minima would do, but it's not doing good, so this I tried, this is an experiment. I wanted to see what happened. It didn't take off, so.
And then behind curtain number 2, even more.
More experiments.
I love it, man. I love it.
Okay, this one I was trying to do some infusoria.
Okay.
But I really don't know if there's any. I don't
just
know
try
if you can't even see them or not. So I just followed the instructions on YouTube. The water got clear, like they said, because it was really like cloudy, like more, like you could hardly see. But I don't know. I have some fry that I could feed it to, but I have to see if there's actually any or if I should try again.
Did you buy a culture online or something, or?
No, they said you just put tank water and then hot water and some vegetables.
And they'll be there. They're in the tank water already. Yeah,
yeah,
makes sense.
So, I don't know. I tried. So, I'll see.
Interesting.
So this is experiment number 1.
Yeah.
And then I have some plants. I used to have them in my 46 gallon.
Okay.
But then they didn't take off. They were either just dying or they were not doing too good. So I just watched some videos and then I saw like some plants can be grown immersed. So this is what I did here. This one. This is the cardinal plant.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't doing too good. It was just surviving but not thriving. So I said, okay, let's try it, and I put it here. All I did, I put the dirt, and then I just put the plants in. I just covered them with this plastic. I sprayed some water, and then that's it. I haven't touched them since then. And it's been like, I don't know, I would say like 6 months or more.
Oh wow!
I don't even know. And then I have a purple temple here. Same thing. Wasn't growing in my tank. It was actually dying.
These big fatter leaves, that was what it was looking like under the water, right?
Yeah.
And then this is the new growth.
That's the new.
Immersed.
Yeah.
That's insane. Now this one, this is really cool. This one, you showed me this last time I was here, and it was outside, right? You had this on your porch outside.
Yeah. And
what you did here is you put a few rocks, and talk to us about this one.
Yeah, I just wanted to create some like algae for my autos to eat, because my tank, it has no algae or anything. So I said, okay, I'm gonna put this rock here. I'm gonna put some water, and then I'm gonna put some plant matter to see if I could create some algae. But then I completely forgot about it. And then when I checked one day when you came, this is what happened. This is Java moss, and it's just growing out of water.
That's super
just
cool.
going crazy like that. I don't know. I mean, it's slow, but it's healthy. It looks really green.
All right, so let's jump down to the floor here and look at the other two tanks in the room.
Yeah,
what do you got going on down here?
This one is my baby platies.
Okay.
I bought a platy because I wanted some color in my main tank, and I wanted some yellow. So I got a female. I thought it was a male, and then when I got home, and I saw her like a few days later, she was getting fatter and fatter. Then I found out she was a female, and she was already pregnant. So I really didn't want to have any fry. I didn't think I wanted to do that. So I just was gonna let the nature take its course, like living in the main tank, and whatever happened. But then I felt bad.
Yeah.
And then I put her here, and now I got 9 fry, which are the smaller ones, and they were born July 4th.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, 4th of July.
Yeah, and then the orange ones, I just got them last weekend because I'm gonna work on a project, like a breeding project.
Awesome. All right, so talk to me a little bit about this tank. I know that you're a Livebearer guy. We met because of shrimp, but I think one of your biggest passions is keeping Livebearers. And these are not your everyday Livebearer, right? These are a little specialty. These are a little more something you were excited to see. Talk to me about these.
Yeah, it's funny because I didn't even like Livebearers because I thought they're so easy. They're everywhere. Everybody has them. So I didn't even want to, become involved in breeding them. But then when my platy were born, that's when it changed. It's like I got into them. So these ones they are Limia, humpback Limia. The name is Limia nigrofasciata, and they're from Haiti. And I read that they used to be popular in the trade before, like in the 60s, late 50s. But then they don't have too much color, So when they got the platies and the guppies and all that, then they just faded away. One of them is pregnant, and I already have some fry.
Yeah, talk about this. So the other day I knew you had 1 fry, but when I got over here, you showed me, you guys can see here, we got a little breeder net floating, but he showed me when I got here today that not only is there 1, we can see, can we see it? There we go. How many is there, 4 now?
Yeah, they're 4 now.
That's awesome, man. And these are still only like, what, a week old or less or so, a few days old?
Yeah, the first one is 8 days old.
Okay.
And the other 3, they must be like 1 or 2 days maximum because I check every day.
You just saw them.
Yesterday I didn't see them, and then today I was just doing a water change, and then they were. There's a guy that is keeping them. His name is Greg Sage. I don't know if you heard about him.
I've heard of Greg Sage. Yeah, he's well known. Yeah.
Yeah, he's well known.
He has these? Okay.
Yeah, he has these, and I got information about his website and his videos.
All right, now I really want to take a look at it's a 46-gallon bow front?
Yes.
All right, let's go look at the main tank. I don't know, what do you call it? Do you call it like the living room tank, the main tank, the main tank?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, this tank, I got it from my wife, Christmas 2016.
Okay.
So I think we started with the same.
I was gonna say that sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
That sounds really familiar.
Funny thing is, like, I like dogs, but I don't have time to have a dog. I want a dog to give time, and I don't have that. So I used to think the fish were boring because you cannot pet them, you cannot walk them, you cannot, call them or anything. So I was like, nah, I don't want fish. But then I had a neighbor, he just moved, but we went to visit him, and then he had a tank full of cichlids.
Okay.
And they were talking, and I was like, just looking at the tank. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. And that's when I realized that I wanted to have fish.
That's awesome,
That's
man.
how I started.
I love it.
So funny thing with this tank, it was all fake. I have fake plants, I have Titanic thing in the bottom, I have some statues, and then I have a 3D background that I made.
Okay.
And I was so happy with it. I was like in my fantasy land. But then I started going on forums, and then I saw all these nice plants, and everything looked so real, so natural. And then I started changing 1 plant, 2 plants, 3 plants, and then I went crazy. I just now everything is natural here.
I love it. Before you knew it.
Yeah.
So, got a bunch of plants in here. Talk to me about the fish stocking.
Well, I have 11 neon tetras.
Okay.
I have 1 dwarf gourami. I have 7 silver hatchetfish. I have 1 marble hatchetfish because I had more. I had 3. I know they have to be in groups of 5 or more. But I had 3 of them, and 2 committed suicide the same day.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so they just jumped. Even though everything was covered.
I was gonna say, you have this nice tight-fitting lid.
I didn't have this.
Oh gosh.
That tiny piece right there, it was missing. And I came home from work, and then they were on the floor. So somehow, 2 of them, same day, jumped out of that tiny spot right there.
That's terrible.
So then I just covered it. Then I have 1 guppy, and I have 2 amano shrimp,
Okay.
5 pepper coridoras.
They got a big fat one back there for sure.
Yeah, they always hide under the driftwood, and then
Yeah, this driftwood, that's real driftwood, right? That's
Yeah.
that's a real piece of driftwood. That's a big piece of driftwood, guys. Let's see here. Yeah, there's some more pepper cories hiding back out there. Is that some more? Okay, so that's snail shell. That another shell you pulled from the lake?
Yeah, Lake Apopka. I got it.
And then this is that big sword I was telling you guys. You got a few little swords here. A huge, nice sword. And then what kind of plant we got going on here?
Those are, I think it's micro sword.
Okay.
Or if it's a chain sword, something like that. I don't remember.
Micro sword. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you got some crypts over here. Nice. You got a little piece of Anubius up there. Shrimp is big and beautiful.
2 of those.
And then what do you got for substrate? Just sand?
Yeah, I just pool filter sand.
So there's Mama Platy. Here's the mom to all the little baby platies we saw earlier. There's a Mickey Mouse platy, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, your neons are beautiful, man. Nice and big and fat. How long have you had this tank up and running now?
February 2017. So a year and 7 months.
Okay. So other than keeping fish, which I'm assuming is one of your passions now, what other passion or passions do you have?
Graphic design.
Okay.
I'm a graphic designer, and everything I see, whatever I think of or whatever I imagine I want to do, I see it. So I'm a very graphic person, and I always do designs on my computer, do stickers and t-shirts. I also like cars, and I like collectibles, not toys. Yeah, I'm a big Power Rangers fan since I was a kid. So I don't know, they keep coming with some cool merchandise, so I just can't stop, you know. It's like I like it. So when I go in my room, it's like my space to just dream and imagine things, create things. So that's basically what I like: fish, cars, collectibles, graphic design.
I love it, man. That's awesome. It's great to hear that. I think everyone should have some type of space where they can just kind of be inspired and be creative. That's awesome that you have that.
Yeah.
Thanks for opening up your home to me, showing the tanks, man. It's great. I'm happy to have met you. And like I said, hopefully we'll definitely do some more collabs in the future. You guys watching this video at home, you'll definitely see Jose again. Like I said, I'm very fortunate to have him as a friend. And, you know, thank you so much, man, for opening up your house and sharing your tanks with everybody.
Thank you.